Hey Pisces, this is Lisa from Soul Searcher Tarot, and I'm here to do your May 2020 general reading. It's general, so it's not gonna resonate with everybody, but take what does, leave what doesn't. If you enjoyed the reading, if you please give me a thumbs up, a share, subscribe, write me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for popping in. I hope you enjoy it and you come back to see me again. And if you've been here before, I really do appreciate the support. It means a lot. Oopsie. Alright, I did already shuffle up the cards. I just wanted to mix them up a little bit more. And we will get started. Okay. Pisces, May 2020. What do we got? Five of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Eight of Cups, the Tower, I'm right in the center there too, and the Ten of Wands. Alright, Judgment, Two of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. Oh, I forgot to say it. This is like recent past, present, and possible recent future. I'm going to do some clarifications after we go through this. I'll do some clarifications, and then I will pull some cards from the universe if there's any additional advice. All right? Let's see. Looks like you were trying to make something new happen. You have this very new Page of Swords energy. It's a strong new energy, very, very young, to be maybe build something that's going to give you a certain accumulation out of material value, possible money. Could be a business, could be a new job, and you were going to win at all costs. You were actually going to make sure that you were able to do this new idea, job, business situation, and you were going to be able to build on it. Now, you know you're going to have to do a little bit more, all right? Because the Seven of Pentacles is, you're on your way, but you still know that there's still more to do and more to be able to get, because 10 is the ultimate, right? But at some point you had to move out of something that wasn't serving you well. So you were moving on. And that could be the job. Maybe you were moving out of a job because you had this whole new idea that you wanted to do something in your head that you wanted to create, or possibly it was a job that you decided would work better for you, so you didn't need to move away from it, away from your old one, because it wasn't working for you anymore. No matter how hard you worked there, you weren't feeling it, all right? Because you built these pretty cups and piled them up all nice, but it was like it's still not working. But right there in the middle of it, the Tower hits. Kaboom. All right, so this is, the Tower only comes up when something's not stable, something's not going to last. And then I see you working even harder, carrying a burden. It's, it's awkward, it's heavy, but you're doing it. So you're carrying whatever burden that this Tower coming down created. I don't know if that was the loss of a job or the loss of the idea that you were working on in the beginning. But you definitely have got a heavy load to carry. And then I see the Judgment card. And this is all about, well, it could be reaping what you sow, or just making a judgment call. So somewhere along the line you had to make a judgment call, and maybe it wasn't for the best. So that brought the Tower into it. And then right after the Judgment, I see this Two of Swords, and that's, you're going to make, you have to make a choice based on feelings. You know, how something feels. It's going to be like a rock and a hard place feeling. So either way, it's not going to be easy, and it might not be really good, but I feel like you're making a call at something. Like you're making a decision based on something. And then you have this feeling of a Five of Pentacles, and you're like feeling like left out in the cold. Like you got left out of something. Because you were definitely trying something. You were going to win. That was it. You were going to do it. It's something that you wanted to do. You were willing to work for it. Because it was a new idea for you. But then, when you decided to move on, it got like wiped out from under you. Let's see if we can find out anything. The Five of Swords. Can you tell me anything about the Five of Swords? The Ten of Staffs. The Emperor. And the Seven of Cups. Alright. I'm guessing with this energy of Five of Swords, I'm going to win at all costs. It brought this Ten of Staffs, which is the Ten of Wands, basically. So this decision pretty much set you off on this burden that you're going to be carrying. You had a lot of options, and maybe you didn't pick the best one, or maybe there was too many to actually be able to focus on one. But the energy of the Emperor's here too, and he's like a father figure, responsibility. He's ambitious. So you have those energies. And so whatever that triggered, I think you're going to be able to pull through that. Seven of Pentacles. What about the Seven of Pentacles? What can you tell me? Seven of Pentacles for Pisces, May 2020. What can you tell me about the Seven of Pentacles for Pisces? Knight of Coins. The Hierophant. And Knight of Cups. Two Knights is good. Alright, now these can be people in your environment. They're young. I mean, they don't have to be. It's actually just emitting the energy of young. I mean, even if they're like 50-year-old people, they can be having the energy of a knight. You know, they're strong, they're protective, they guard the castle type of feeling. They can be a very fiery energy. So is that who you were working with when you had the Seven of Pentacles energy? It's very possible. So these are people you were working with. Then we have the Hierophant, and he's very specific on how things are supposed to be done. He's spiritual. He's like the connection between humanity and a higher power. I think of him, I think of churches, weddings, and how things, he's conservative, so how things should go, and we really shouldn't change that in his mind. So that's the energy of the Hierophant. Now, I don't know if that was one of these peoples that had that, or if you were encompassing all of them, which you could have, because you did have that Page of Swords, and you did have that creation in mind. Oops. All right, we got the Nine of Swords, the Lovers, and the Nine of Staffs. Well, the Lovers is a card of options. Doesn't necessarily have to be choosing between people. It's choosing between lifestyles or decisions that you made in whatever situation that you're in. And then I have you being like tense and stressed out, and also feeling like you wanted to give in. Like you didn't want to handle anything else anymore. Like this is like, you know, you did what you could, but you got tired of it. Or you just like threw in a towel. And maybe you're moving on, so are you moving on from that new idea? Where that moving on came from? And that triggered the Tower? Alright, let's see. Eight of Cups. Alright, Eight of Cups, and I get the High Priestess, the Ten of Swords, and the Page of Cups. And during this moving on, you needed to use your gut instincts. You needed to use some intuition. You needed to, like go within and think about what was your best decision. And then we got this Ten of Swords, and maybe you were like betrayed in a sense, or stabbed in the back somehow, because whatever you were going to do, you got overwhelmed with it and you decided not to. And then you felt that. But in a sense, this is the end. I mean, it's the end of a situation, and you ain't getting back up from this. So it's a whole new start. And that's where I think the Page of Coins comes in at, because this is a new beginning. All right, it's fresh, it's young, and it's a new idea. Because then we have the Tower, and let's see. We find out about the Tower. Wow, Judgment, the Sun, and Six of Staffs. All right, well, I'm guessing with the Judgment, I think it's brought upon the judgment call that you made, or whatever decision you made. It triggered the Tower, but you do have this victory. You have a victory of recognition, and you do have the Sun. Now, this is the happiest card in the deck, so I'm thinking if whatever was going on couldn't last anyway, it was shaky, so the Tower comes in and kind of like makes it not happen. And then you end up with some burdens going on, like you have to still follow through and get something done with it. Let's see. Got the Queen of Staffs, Four of Swords, and the Strength card. Wow, alright. That's awesome. Alright, Queen of Staffs, again, very fiery energy. She's confident, feels confident in her own skin. She's a good leader. She can be nurturing. So is this the energy that you're taking on? Or is this somebody that you know is going to help you carry this burden? And then I see the Strength card here. And if you use, I would say like a soft heart and, you know, soft words, soft heart, like not being too aggressive with it, like, because she's showing that she's not being aggressive with this tiger. She's just kind of handling it softly. And then you take some time to meditate, that you're going to be able to carry that burden and do what you need to do with it. Because then we're going to go into the next Judgment card. And I think, because it's your decisions that you're making. You're making decisions, and oops, the Empress, wow, the Page of Swords, and the World. All right, this is going to be, the Empress is, oopsie, she's known for like harmony and beauty and fertility. And when I read it, I don't think of her as fertility as just having children. I think of it's like growing something. She's a nurturer. She nurtures things to grow. So I believe that's the energy that you're using. And the Page of Swords, it's a new beginning. And then the World, which is a completion. This is like it's like good luck, and you're completing this cycle. All right, let's see. What about this Two of Swords? Okay, Three of Cups, Six of Swords, and a Five of Coins. All right. The Three of Cups came up in reverse. And this feels to me like part of the decision that you're making is maybe to cut ties with people that you were doing business with, if that's the case. And this Six of Swords, or you're moving on from a situation, or you're moving out of choppy waters, and maybe that's why you cut ties with the people that you were involved with. And this Five of Coins, where you're feeling like you're missing something. Like maybe there was a bit of confusion going on, and you had to make this decision, and you didn't know it was going to be like, how it was going to affect anything. And you really want to, maybe you didn't want to cut those ties. You didn't want to like have your, I want to say comrades, but you didn't want to have your people have to go. But maybe you couldn't build what you were building with them there. And let's see about Five of Pentacles. Can you tell me about the Five of Pentacles? King of Coins, Chariot in reverse, and the Fool. Well, seems like, all right, you're going to like take a leap of faith. You're like going to try something new. Whatever went on here, you want to try something new about it. But you have the King of Coins energy, and he's like confident. He's good in his own space. He rules his kingdom. So if that's the energy you're emitting now, then you're going the right way. You do have the Chariot in reverse, and this is lack of movement. Like maybe a lack of committing to this new path. And let's see what the universe could tell us. Alright. Cards from the universe. Alright, got the Tower, got the Eight of Wands, and we got the World. Wow. Alright. The way this feels is like you have to make faster decisions. You have to make movements faster. Whatever you're feeling like you don't want to make the movement on is going to cause that disruption again. So you can't sit in it. You have to keep going. Because then you have the World again. And I think you're going to be able to achieve what you're looking to achieve, but you have to move. Don't sit on this too long. Okay, does that make sense? Alright, Pisces, if you enjoyed the reading, give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe. Write me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. I read them all. And is there something else I want to say? No, I think that's it. But take care of yourselves. Enjoy your May, and I will see you in June. Alright, take care now.